One of my favorite book series growing up was the Redwall series by Brian Jakes. I read every single one multiple times over. The writing just held a certain magical quality for me that I'm sure that other people who have read this series can definitely understand. Now, because Brian Jakes wrote mainly for blind children, all of his books held a lot of description about the characters and the setting, but especially about the food. The way that Brian Jakes wrote about the feasts in his books made everyone who read it want to be there trying every dish. So when the Redwall cookbook came out in 2005, I had to have it. I had to learn how to make the exquisite dishes that he talked about in his books and taste them for myself. Now, the one dish that I always wanted to try most in the books was the shrimp and Hotroot soup that the Otterfolk made. So today, I'm going to do just that. Now, this is a dish I've actually made several times on my own and shared it with some friends and family who also loved it. But I want to show you guys how to make it so you can try it for yourself. Now, according to the cookbook, all you need for ingredients are some butter, a large onion, 2 medium leeks, some vegetable stock, 3 potatoes, plenty of curry and chili powder to taste, a cup of milk, and obviously, a lot of shrimp. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get cooking.
So the first thing I'm doing is adding hot water to my vegetable stock so that can dissolve while I get the rest of my ingredients prepped. So I'm going to start with 2 medium leeks. I'm going to chop off the base of the stem and most of the leaves before chopping the stem roughly into slices. Next up is a large golden onion. I'm going to slice off the top before halving it lengthwise and peeling it. Then, I'm going to slice each half into slivers lengthwise, making sure not to cut it the whole way through so that I can chop the slivers perpendicularly into small bits. Now, although the original recipe doesn't call for it, I'm adding 4 cloves of garlic. I think the garlic will really help add to the flavor of this dish. Next, we're chopping 3 large russet potatoes into short halves, then cutting each half into thirds, slicing each of those into strips lengthwise, and then chopping the strips into bite-sized pieces. This makes them easier to chew and also helps them cook faster. Now again, while not originally called for, I'm also adding some chopped green onions and chives for additional herby flavor. Alright, with our prep work done, it's time to melt our 2 tablespoons of butter in a large pot over medium heat. Once the butter is melted, it's time to add our chopped onion and leek so that they can soften, but don't let them brown. Once they're nice and soft, it's time to add our potatoes, our vegetable stock, and all of the chili and curry powders we had set aside, as well as a little bit of salt and pepper. Once everything is in, cover the pot with a lid and let the whole thing simmer until the potatoes are soft and all of those flavors have had a chance to come together. With the potatoes soft and everything smelling incredible, it's time to add our shrimp our milk, the green onions and chives we chopped earlier, and then get to stirring it all together. Let all that heat up and blend together, and that's it. You're done and ready to serve.
And there you have it. The amazingly delicious shrimp and Hotroot soup from the Redwall series of books. This soup is amazing. It's creamy, it's got a spicy kick to it, the vegetables come out tasting delicious, and the shrimp is just an added bonus on top. So I highly recommend you guys give it a shot, and let me know what you think. Now if you guys have any requests for other dishes for me to make, either from the Redwall cookbook or from something else, let me know down in the comments. Also be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time.